When you think of the Los Angeles Lakers, a player you think about is Kobe Bryant. He's one of the best players to ever do it, and arguably he's the best Los Angeles Laker of all time. But did you guys know that at one point in Kobe Bryant's career, he was going to leave the Los Angeles Lakers not once but twice? So in this video, I want to do the justice of showing you guys what would have happened if Kobe Bryant would have been traded to said team and how this would have changed the NBA for the rest of our lives. Let's get into this video. Of course, if I get into this video, guys, could leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and post notifications. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year, and your subscription would be greatly appreciated. Let's get into the video. So if you're an NBA fan, or if you know anything about Kobe Bryant, you guys know that Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, two of the best players to not only lace up for the Lakers, but to lace up in the NFL period, they had a little bit of a beef going on. Now I could make a whole different video talking about the Kobe and Shaq beef, but basically Kobe Bryant at the end of the day wanted to be his own player, and he wanted to leave his own legacy. And an argument that a lot of people were making is that Kobe Bryant needed Shaq to win, and I mean, it's not fair because guys like Jordan couldn't win with his side partner in Scottie Pippen, and even guys like Bill Russell who couldn't win without a whole damn team of all-stars with them. So with that being said, Kobe Bryant was going to have to deal with the narrative that was going on during that time. His options were either A, he could stick with Shaq and honestly he could try to just work things out, or B, he would be requesting a trade, and well, we all know that what Kobe Bryant decided to do. Now before Shaquille O'Neal was eventually traded to the Miami Heat, it was Kobe Bryant who was actually about to leave the Lakers because basically, like I said, he wanted to be his own man. Before the Lakers even thought about shopping Shaquille O'Neal, the Los Angeles Lakers were looking at trades for Kobe Bryant, and it involved teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers, which they actually tried to offer LeBron James for Kobe Bryant, and the Cleveland Cavaliers literally hung up the phone right after that. The Detroit Pistons were willing to give up Rip Hamilton and some other guys at the time, and then there was a trade to the Chicago Bulls that was very enticing. It had guys like Luol, Deng, and Ben Gordon and Joakim Noah, who was the 9th overall pick during that NBA season. Now at the time, Ben Gordon was kind of like a Bradley Beal type player, and Luol Deng was someone that Kobe Bryant actually really respected and was Chicago's best player at the time. Now keep in mind, you're trading Luol Deng, Ben Gordon, and Joakim Noah, who you just drafted with your 9th overall pick. That is literally your entire team and your future for some points. So to sum it up, basically the Chicago Bulls were willing to trade their entire team and what was ever of their future. And the trade almost did go through, except one problem, that Kobe Bryant, if he was going to get traded to the Chicago Bulls, he would have been on his own. I mean, yes, there was guys like Ben Wallace, and if you see that on paper, you're thinking, oh my god, Kobe Bryant and Ben Wallace, but this is washed up Ben Wallace. And not washed up like how people say LeBron is washed up, like he was washed up, like his career was almost over. On top of that, Kobe Bryant did want to play with Luol Deng. He was someone that he respected, and it would have been a really good duo. In fact, Kobe Bryant and Luol Deng was getting a lot of comparisons to Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan if said thing was going to happen. Luol Deng's career, no doubt in my mind, would be a lot more memorable, and Kobe Bryant could have gotten better, right? And you guys might think I'm BSing and this is just an NBA YouTuber saying something. This is something that Kobe Bryant himself has confirmed and talked a little bit more about it with the one-on-one meeting between him and Shaquille O'Neal that I think you guys have seen before.
Saying, listen, if this is the conversation, I don't want this conversation. When I retire, I don't want people to say, okay, he only won because of Shaq. As unfair as that is, Magic never won without Cat, right? Michael never won without Scottie. So, but here I am getting stuck with this argument, which is not fair, but yet this is the argument people will make, and I'm not okay with that. And so therefore I knew, okay, I gotta go. That is, I didn't get any of that, because we were looking for homes. Right. We were actually looking for homes in Chicago, researching schools, places to live.
So that was true, you were gonna go to the Bulls?
Yeah.
And if you guys still don't believe me, here's an interview he had with Stephen A. Smith when asked about the situation.
You're still under contract with them. Are you saying right here on this show that you want to be traded?
Yeah, I would like to be traded, yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not a situation where what if you know, I know before you reportedly said that you would like them to get Jerry West back. Are you saying now emphatically, regardless of what they've done, you want out of Los Angeles?
Yeah, I would like to be traded. And as tough as it is to say that, as tough as it is to come to that conclusion, there's no other alternative.
Like I said, the trade only really fell through because they couldn't get Luol Deng to stay in LA if this trade was going to happen, and obviously we know that Shaquille O'Neal went to the Miami Heat and Kobe Bryant eventually did stay in LA. However, I did tell you guys in the intro that this happened not only once but twice, and in the second time, this wasn't too long after. This was around the 2007 season. Once again, Kobe Bryant wanted to request a trade, and this reason was a little bit different. The reason Kobe Bryant wanted to be traded this time was just straight up that he didn't like the way that things were going on in LA. The team was not doing as well as he wanted to, and I mean, Kobe Bryant was doing well well himself, but the team was not winning at all, and Kobe Bryant was about winning championships. And once again, we came to the situation where Kobe Bryant was almost getting traded. And like last time, there were a lot of trade offers going around, but here's the thing about Kobe Bryant's trade situation. In the contract he signed, he has a no trade clause, so if Kobe Bryant didn't want to be traded to, let's say, the Jazz, he didn't have to be traded to the Jazz. He was in control of where he was going to go. And the team that Kobe Bryant wanted to be traded to was the Chicago Bulls. They were number one on his team, and it made perfect sense. But once again, the same reason why the trade didn't work out in the first place was because of luol deng. And I mean, after that, we all know that the Lakers went on to win 2 championships with Kobe Bryant, and they built a pretty good team with guys like Pau Gasol, and even Dwight Howard was on there for a short period of time. But Kobe Bryant did the one thing that he set out to do, and that was to win without Shaq. And I mean, he did that, so Kobe Bryant's career was pretty much finished, and anything else he did was just adding on to his amazing legacy. Now let's talk about how this would have changed the NBA. To be completely honest, the Chicago Bulls were not they wouldn't have became a super team. I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, maybe they would have like Derrick Rose and all of them, but I didn't even like look at the situation. Then I found out like obviously Derrick Rose wasn't drafted then, so like obviously something like that wouldn't have happened. And I will say, I think that he would have gotten worse on Chicago. I mean, I think Kobe Bryant himself would have done his thing and he would have been the star like it was on LA, but I think the only reason he really did pick Chicago was number one because of luol deng, and number two, he wanted to overshadow Michael Jordan because Kobe Bryant is a competitive person. He wanted to be known for being in Chicago instead of Michael Jordan. It's just the type of person that Kobe Bryant is. He's the most competitive NBA player of all time, and you can see that from something like that. If he would have done well in Chicago and would have won even 2 championships with guys like luol deng, and maybe they would have got like another free agent because they would have gotten someone with Kobe Bryant there, then not only would Kobe Bryant have won without Shaq, but he would have won in a different city, and not to mention he could have overshadowed Michael Jordan. Obviously, I think that would not have happened whatsoever. Like maybe the championships, but I don't think you overshadow Michael Jordan. Like even though there have been players that have came on the Lakers, Kobe Bryant would have been the best out of all of them, just like on Chicago. Like for example, LeBron James is on the Lakers right now, but I don't think that he's the greatest Laker of all time, even if he was technically a better player than Kobe Bryant. However though, this would have changed a lot of things. Like the Chicago Bulls probably wouldn't have gotten Derrick Rose because obviously they wouldn't have been that bad during that season. There's a good chance that LeBron could have not even joined the Miami Heat, or Cleveland wouldn't have done that bad because there was a campaign going on back then where it was like Kobe Bryant on the Lakers and they wanted to match up LeBron James when he was on the Cavs. They wanted an NBA Finals matchup, but obviously that didn't happen because both teams would not make the finals that year. The point is that a lot of things in the NBA would have changed. To be completely honest, I don't think we would see Kobe Bryant the same way we do now. While yes, Kobe Bryant obviously did not go to the Chicago Bulls and he stayed on the Lakers being the best player to ever play for the Lakers of all time, I think it's pretty cool that this is something we can look at and can show you that not all relationships will stay the same. Now my dad was a Chicago Bulls fan, and I know a lot of people that are Chicago Bulls fans, and I think they would have liked to tell you that obviously yes, it would have been cool if they would have had Kobe Bryant, but I just don't think that it made really any sense. He wouldn't have overshadowed Michael Jordan. I don't think they would have done a thing where it's like, oh, you can wear my number 23. I don't think that would have happened. And when you think about it, there's a good chance that this could have tarnished his legacy, especially if in Chicago it didn't do anything. Again though, the NBA is a very interesting league. There's a lot of what if situations. We can all think of crazy ass things that could have happened. To be completely honest, like I said, I think Kobe Bryant could have won, but I'm not entirely sure. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy this type of video, make sure you guys do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day, take care, peace. If you have made it to the end of the video, here are 2 videos on the screen that I think you guys will really enjoy. Anyways, cue the outro.
Flexing hard, I know how to act. Know you getting money up on crack. I'm with a baddie.